Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. In this short tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how you can use bounce animations with text to create these interesting and impactful visuals. So let's jump into it. We'll start with a blank presentation. So we'll go to File, New, Blank Presentation. And I'm actually just going to paste in the background that I had to save time. But if you want to use this same background, you can just right click on the background, choose Format Background, go to Picture or Texture Fill, insert Stock Images, and I actually just typed pink for this and then scrolled down till I found the exact image I wanted to use. And there's hundreds in here, so you can just take your pick from any that you think look good. So now let's add the text. We'll just click anywhere to add a text box, type the first word, choose the font we want, and the size. And I'm going to make this white and bold and align it pretty much to the middle. And once we have this, we can easily create the others. So if you click on this text and hold down Ctrl and Shift as you drag it, it will make a copy of it and lock it to the same position. We'll just drag this out. Position it to where we want, and again, Ctrl and Shift and drag it down. Ctrl and Shift. And if you want to be precise, you can actually distribute these vertically, which effectively will just make the gap between them vertically exactly the same. And now we can just drag these into the middle. And I actually used a rotated rectangle behind these just for some visual interest. We'll just create this now. So you can click anywhere to draw the rectangle, go to the size, and I actually wanted this 0.8 by 20 and 15 degrees rotation. And we'll put it where we want, send it to the back, and then I'm going to go to Shape Outline and select No Outline. And for the fill, I'm going to go to the eyedropper tool and just select one of the colours from this background. Looking good? Now let's add the animation. So we'll click on Use first, go to Animations, Add Animation, and choose a motion path. The default will be down. I'm going to change that to left. And then I'm going to go to Effect Options and choose Reverse Path Direction. And now all we need to do is click on this end triangle, and it turns into a red dot. And if you hold down Shift and drag, you can drag this all the way off. So that set it up to have a motion path that comes in from the left. But we want to do one more thing, which is to add animation appear. So this will mean that the use text isn't on screen when it starts. So we'll go to the animation pane. We want to make sure that the appears first, so we'll just drag it up above the other one. So this is the appear, and this is the motion path. Now we click on the motion path and say that we want it to happen with previous. And now if we run this, it will come in quite slowly and stop in the middle. So now let's add the bounce and speed it up. I think these need to be about half a second to look good. So we're going to change the duration of the motion path to half a second. And now to add the bounce, we can double click on this to get to the settings, and you'll see it's defaulted to a smooth start and end. We can turn the smooth start off, smooth end off, and take the bounce up to wherever you want it to be. I think about halfway normally looks good with this. If you take it all the way, it will be quite crazy. If you take it too far to the left, the effect might be so minimal that you can't see it. So we'll go for half of the duration, quarter of a second, and press OK. Now let's play that. Looking good. Now we've applied that, we can quickly copy it and make variations for the other text. So we'll click on Use, go to the Animation Painter, and then click on Bounce. And that's looking good in terms of speed because it's copied it across, but the one thing we want to do is make it come from the other direction. So I'm going to click on the bounce text, and where the little red dot is at the end, I'm going to click on that while holding down Shift. Shift just keeps it locked to the correct Y position. Now I'll drag it all the way to the right. So when I run this, there's the one from the left, there's the one from the right. Now we can copy the left and right ones down as we need. So Use, I can go to Animation Painter and copy it to Anims. I can then click on Bounce, go to the Animation Painter and copy it to Width. That will come in from the right. We're just alternating as we go down. And then click on Anims, Animation Painter, click on Text. So that's them all coming out on a click at the moment. So finally, I want them to all come out automatically after one click with a slight delay between them because I think that looks the best. So we can go to the animation pane, click on the second bit of text, and then shift click on the last and change all of these to with previous. That will make them happen all at the same time. We'll just have a quick preview of how that will look. I think it looks best with a tiny delay as we go through. So for the second bit of text, I'm going to give it a quarter of a second. The third bit, half a second. Fourth bit, 3/4 of a second. And finally, the last bit of text, 1 second. So that will stagger the animation and make it look really good. Nice. And finally, I just set this background rectangle to draw out at the same time the animations are coming in. And I used a split animation for that. So if we click on it, go up to the top where it says split, and I want it to come out a different way, so I can go to Effect Options and choose Horizontal Out. And I want this to take 1 second and happen with previous. I'm now going to drag it up to the first animation so it happens right at the beginning, and then run that. Excellent. Looks really good, really fast, really snappy, good impact. I like that. And now I'll just quickly show you how you can easily make variations. So I'll just paste in the background I had before. Go on to my first slide, Control A to select everything, Control C to copy it, and then go to this slide and paste it all in with Control V. Now I can click on the rectangle that's rotated in the background, go to the colour and pick a colour from this background. So there you go. It's a really nice way of quickly adding a lot of fun motion and impact to your text in your PowerPoint slides. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see more, hit subscribe and I'll see you in the next one.